Hello everyone, this is Paula, and in today's video we're going to continue where we left off of part 1, recreating from your old Christmas cards. Maybe some that you've kept that are special to you, and maybe they're not so special now. I'm just kidding. No, just, you know how we get them every year and we just can't throw them away because we're still in the spirit. But then we do. We are ready to, but then if we're a crafter, we don't. So, I have drawn this one on. It's the only other one I've drawn on. I've cut a few of them out so it doesn't take so long. I don't want to spend our time cutting, but I want to show you. I drew a tag shape on here. The tag shape that I drew on is one that I made out of cardstock to thicken up the tags when we're done. So, yeah. So you just want to make sure there's no line where you drew around it. Now you're thinking, how does she expect to make a wreath look good on a tag when they're cutting it apart, right? I kind of get it. The deal is that, you know, things a lot of times look good off of a page, you know, when you just cut a portion out. And so that's what we're doing. So this was a really cute wreath card that I bought a couple years ago probably. I'm always looking at Christmas cards for better ones, you know. I like to craft with them when I have an opportunity, but see how that turned out? I just think it turned out really pretty, and we'll strengthen it by putting it on the back of the tag. Now, another one I cut out was Santa. Isn't he cute with his little teddy bear? Now, this one is not square. Somehow I messed up a little bit. You just trim it off after you've gotten it glued. I actually have not glued them yet. I'll glue them as we go. And, yeah. So there's that one, and it matches nicely. And now let's just make sure this one did that we just cut out. It really does look nice, except on this one corner. Yep, and maybe down here just a tiny bit. Okay, so those are two that are ready. Now, this was a Target card, and it was just like paper. Okay, it came in a little box. It was like $5. Had like 10 or 12 Christmas cards in it. You can see that I didn't center it. I did that on purpose because if I had have centered it, you wouldn't have been able to see this package over here. And I wanted to see two packages. And, you know, it's okay that it's off a little bit right there. Now, these were cheap little cards. Be sure and check Target's dollar spot for cheap cards. These are the only ones I got last year because the others I didn't care for. But, yeah. So I'm trimming around this. I must have miscut or something on this one because it's smaller than my tag. So I need to make sure that it's not too big, even on the other side. It is still off a little bit, so I'm going to cut it on this side. You just want it to look like a perfect fit. You know what I'm saying? And that's not hard to do with straight edges like this. You just line it up and cut along the edge. And there you go. Now, it looks like down at the bottom here, I might have gotten it off a little. Yeah, I did, just a little. I forgot this little part right here. So I hope you guys are having a great day. It's a beautiful fall day in Branson. And I really wanted to get out today, but it was so foggy this morning that I didn't. But now the fog has lifted. Thank goodness. I've been waiting on it to lift for 3 days. So, yeah. So we have this one also. Isn't he cute? Now, we cut him out, I think, on our last video, but didn't make it over to do anything with him. So this is Santa and the snowman. So I'm trying to get it trimmed off nice and straight right there where it's hanging over. And right here. There you go. Now, this is one more that's cut out. Now, unless you guys tell me, I'm not going to do a third video on the tags. I think you guys will probably see it and realize that this is plenty. If you decide you want more, when I have time, if I can, I will do some more. But otherwise, I hope you enjoy these two. I want to show you, in between the two videos, I went ahead and stitched around the tags. Now, so I'm going to show those to you first. Oh, but there's one that we definitely have to do. I forgot about this one. I was going to show you how to draw on them also. So I'm going to do that now. Now I'm going to use a pencil. I may have to use a pen because of the glitter. But yeah, it's very cute. Very, very cute. All right, so I'm just lining this one up. Oh, I'm going to have to come down right here. I don't want to cut off the bumper. This bumper right here. So keep your fingers crossed. And I don't know how it will do because it has part of a sentiment on it. So what we might have to do is see if it's even worth, you know. I just thought it was super cute and we just had to do it. I mean, who don't like the Christmas trucks, right? Okay, keep going over. I can't believe I actually got it in the right spot. Oh, it's gonna look cute. Move some of these out of the way. Cut off the edges of our tag. Now we will have to put on here, we will have to do something up here to cover that up. But how stinking cute is that? I have Santa, who's not very exciting. I have a little wreath, which is not very exciting. We'll come up with something. I have a poinsettia. Maybe it's a little big. Okay, so now that's that. Let me make sure it all cut even around it like we did the others. I couldn't believe in the earlier, the first video where I did, I cut this crooked. It's either my tag on the bottom that's crooked or it's the truck that's crooked. I really think it's my problem. Okay, sometimes I draw crooked. Do you guys do that? Okay, there we go. That one's done. Now, I have a whole bunch more I want to do, but maybe next time, if there's a next time. Okay, so All right, I've got trash everywhere over here. But now, what we're going to do is glue these together and decorate as we go. And the reason I wanted to get them all cut out was so we didn't have to take time to stop and do that every time. Because, you know, sometimes it just isn't enough. So I'm just going to put some glue around the edges. I don't want part of the tag sticking up in the corners, so I always try to get my edges. And I know you guys probably know that by now. All right, now we want this black dot to be on the inside, so I'm going to line it up at the bottom. If you get it straight there, you have a good chance of getting it straight everywhere. Right? And you have a good chance of glue squeezing out on the sides, especially when you put it down wrong. Yeah, that's because, see, I have it up too high. Let me get that pushed down. It may not work now. Maybe too late. Well, nothing is ever too late. I'm taking it apart. Sorry, guys. And I'm going to put it back together again. So, I wanted this one. So, yeah, there we go. Okay, let me trim where I guess I missed earlier. I don't think I missed it. I just think I didn't get it right back in the same position. Maybe. Yeah, that's what it was. Because I see some white on the top, too. That's okay. It'll be this big when we're done. You know, like teeny tiny. All right, so this is this one. Now, we want to come up with the Christmas sentiment. I have holiday season. I just want to make sure it's going to be big enough to cover that. Doesn't look like it's going to be holiday. Nope. I have Christmas like that too, I think. Let me keep looking here. Presents. Yeah, I like that, don't you? I didn't expect to, but I do like that. So what we'll do is we'll hang it off the edge just till we get the P included. And that way it'll look better. Let me ink it real quick. Again, we're using candied apple for the red. Okay. Now, I'm going to try not to go past that P very much so that it just fits on there perfect. Okay. It's not quite the same red. Oh, well. I think it's okay. There we go. We're covering up right where we want to. We're covering up that last few letters of Christmas that was hanging over. And now we're going to just run some ink around the outside. I feel like this tag looks great like it is. And so we're just going to ink it. And I may add grommets because, you know, and who knows, I may sew it. You never know about me. But I really don't think I want to get that glitter close to into my machine. So maybe not. But it sure is cute, right? What do you think? I like it too. Okay, real quick, I want to show you the ones that I stitched. Now, I'll tell you some tips. Don't put your gemstones or enamel dots on before you stitch. Don't put your grommet so close to the edge that you can't stitch. Okay, so this is the cardinal one. Isn't it cute? For special friends at Christmas. I think that turned out adorable, and that's going to go in my cardinal book. And then this is the other one we did together. It says Merry Christmas. I stitched around it, and all of the stickles are dry. And then this is the mailbox. I kind of messed up right there because of this little enamel dot, but I think overall it turned out pretty decent. Okay, this one didn't get a grommet or stitching because of these big things and the glitter, but I really think it stands out for itself. It doesn't need to be done. I added silver on top here, and I did add red on a couple of those others too. I'm sure you saw. I just pulled it through. This is really a pretty stiff, see, you can just turn them any way you want and let them just do whatever they want to do. And yeah, the most wonderful time of the year. I think this turned out just gorgeous, even though the grommet is kind of sickly looking. What can I say? It happens. So this time we're going to add this other one. Now, you just have to use your imagination when you're making these to decide, okay, what do I want to do to this? You know, you can do a little, you can do a lot. I'm not doing a lot because I'm not sure which book's going to go where yet. But I'm doing enough that, you know, I like to do things that can give it some dimension if possible. Okay? Just have to see about that. Okay. Now, once again, I'm going to try and get the bottoms together. There we go. That's better. That's better. Much better. Don't want glue on my cutter or my trimmer. I don't know. Why do we say cutter? I'm not the only one. I know a lot of people that do. But we know that it's trimmer, right? Crazy. Now these glittery ones are really pretty and speak for themselves pretty much. Except this one does not say Christmas or anything else, right? So I'm going to ink this, but I'm also going to put holiday season right there. Now, when I do put the holiday season there, I'm going to back it with something, just so it doesn't look so plain. They just look prettier if they're matted, you know. That's just me talking, and I probably will put a grommet in it too at some point. I'll just have to see. I'm having a hard time getting grommets on. I'm starting to think I'm just not strong enough. And so because of that, you know, that's why my hands are just a mess. But I told you in the last tag video that I was going to have surgery on my hand, and I am. I don't know if you can see the swelling, but this bone that just hangs out on the side of our hand, it's a round bone. I don't know what it's called. I can't remember. Is got so much arthritis in it that it's absolutely killing me. It's bone on bone and then some, the doctor said. So both of my hands are doing it, but my right hand is by far the worst. So I will be getting that fixed before long. In November. Actually, November the 19th, I think. So it's not that far off. So I'm going to put this holiday season on this little red that we had left over from earlier, an earlier video. If I can find a straight edge to put it on. My cutting, when I cut, just trying to get it straight, most of the time it's not. So I'm kind of putting it on here, hoping for a straight edge. Okay, now let's see. Put Season's Greetings on there. And then I got this crooked too. I don't know if you've noticed it, but it's crooked as well. Right there. Just leave a little bit. Put it in the center the best you can. Line it up the best you can with a crooked stamp. Okay, now I do want to add a little bit of ink around the outside of the red. This is another, I bought a bunch of glitter. I'm assuming this is another one of the cards that I really loved. And I bought a bunch of glittery ones, you know, because they were so pretty. I couldn't resist that year. And I think I got them at Michael's. They had so many pretty ones. So I'm just going to put Holiday Season right across the sled. And this one will probably get stitched on, or maybe not. I'm kind of thinking the stitching is okay. But we'll see. But I want you to see how it turned out. Okay. I was able to keep the red glitter at the top and bottom, and it's all over the sled. Okay, yes, these are very simple. I picked out a bunch of simple ones today. Let's do this snow so we could do more. Trying to get that off of my Santa. This Santa is with Frosty, or Frosty's relative. I'm not sure what the snowman's name is, but I assume it is Frosty the Snowman. It's the only snowman that I know, and I knew really well when I was a little girl. Okay, and then here we go. All right. There we go. Got it all glued. Now we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to match them up at the bottom. It's the easiest way I know to do it and get them somewhat straight. So they're delivering firewood today. You won't believe this, but out of our whole marriage, we've never had firewood delivered. And we've been married, my husband's going to say 47, but I'm saying 46. I think he's right. I'm always off by 1 year. Even with my age, my husband will say, honey, you're really this age. I'm like, are you sure that I have to figure it up? Yes. I thought it was 64 this whole year, but I won't be 64 till December. Now, this one definitely needs a grommet, and it definitely needs to be stitched around. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, it would be nice if I had some little tiny snowflakes that would fit on there just perfect, wouldn't it? But I don't. But I do have some little oval-shaped gems. Now, this time I'm not putting the gems close to the edge. So I'm going to put one right here. I'll put one right there and right there. And then we'll decide if we want more. They're kind of a curved, oval shape. Not curved, but oval. I've probably had these forever. I'll be careful, I'm going to cut myself. And they're really sticky. I probably could have actually got them to stick. Yep, that did not go as I planned. For one thing, it's way too much glue. I'm just going to leave it right there instead of moving it back. I think it can glue down there and be fine. Okay, so let's do one more. I'm either going to do 3 or 5. I hadn't decided yet. Come on, where did that go? Right there it is. Right there it is. Okay, so we're going to put one right here. And one more. Come off of there. Here in Branson, they're showing the production of Noah's Ark at the Sight and Sound Theater. And I really want to see it because it will, you know, it's not supposed to come back here. You know, it's not going to make the round back to Branson ever again. So, this theater company that comes in does all these biblical stories. Oh my goodness, they're amazing. We saw, what was it? Jonah and the Well. Oh my goodness, so good. The well actually came out over the audience. It's very cool. Okay, so I think that we need to maybe put a couple more of these. Because, you know, why not? I'll put one there. And let's do some on the snowman. One there. And one there. Now let's see. That's 3. So I went past I was doing 3 out of habit. Oh my goodness. Paula. You know, usually I can get them on here a little easier when I have my tool, but I don't have it. I don't know what I did with it. I have to look for it. Okay. So I can't wait for you guys to see some of the things I have planned for my other channel. For those of you that haven't heard, I am going to be having a second channel. This channel will be for making journals and for crafty things. You know, I don't always come up with crafty things. And crafty things can be like a kit you want to put together and show your friends. Or it could be a number of things. I have so many card kits. And they would go on my crafty channel instead of on my Stampin' Up channel. Stampin' Up channel is going to start in January, so be watching for it. Right now, I think the name of it is going to be Stampin' Up Like Crazy. So, I don't know that for sure, but that's kind of what I'm leaning toward in my head. So, we'll see. One more, and then I'm going to put one odd one because I have to. It's just the rule. Got to have an odd number. Okay. So anyway, the guy is delivering firewood. And yeah. There we go. And then one more, which is going to be, come off of there. Goodness. I need it to stick to my little tool, which is not what this tool is for. And then we'll stick one more. How about we do it just in a random place, like right there on his beard. Okay, now on this card, I will probably stitch around, and I will do a grommet soon as I get them stitched, that is. Now these little gems aren't close enough to the side to do anything, so I'm going to put a Merry Christmas or something like that on this one. And I like trying to get my fingers on them. Or maybe even Christmas time. I like that too. Or down here. Yes. Going to ink that one up. So luckily I had something I could use this blue Christmas time on. And I'm getting carried away with the red. So I'm just kind of going to go over it a little bit. Make it look a little messy. Now, I want to put something behind it again. And I think I'm going to go with the Christmassy red again. I have so much Christmas paper around me right now. due to me working on nothing but Christmas right now. You guys need to be watching for all the new books that come out. I will not be doing videos on every single book, but I will always do the flip through. Mostly because of time. I'll just tell you, time is an issue at Christmas, you know, getting everything where you can actually have it for people who are wanting a book. So some of the books I sell ahead of time. Some of them, you know, you just got to watch for them to be in my Etsy after I do the flip through. I will tell you at the time if it's sold. Okay. Here we go. All right, get on there. It's not going to be perfectly straight. I didn't really try to be honest. And then I'm going to go back here. Now, again, if this was on a card, it would not go flat on the object. And you can take a little stamp that says to and from and stamp it on the back if you decide to use these on your packages. Yeah, I like it this way. Yay! And again, this will get a grommet. Coming along just fine here. So maybe now we can do this Christmas tree real quick. We got to glue it down as well. I love it when I get glue on myself. I hope you guys have been able to see what I'm doing. Sometimes I forget that my camera is set up different because I didn't have a choice. And yeah, you know, you do what you got to do. Okay, so we're going to put it on this tag. Okay. I think I hear some vacuuming happening outside. I know that sounds weird, but It's actually my husband blowing off the leaves, I guarantee you. He doesn't like the leaves everywhere. So I told him that what we need to do this year is when the grandkids come for Christmas, we can let them earn some money to spend in Branson. And give them so much for every bag of leaves they get. And he thought that wasn't a bad idea. Except it's awfully close to Christmas shopping. Or it is Christmas shopping. Although, my grandkids have no idea Grammy's doing something different this year. And I can't tell you because the girls sometimes watch me. So, I better not tell you. I'll tell you after Christmas. So, there we go. Got it all evened up. Nice and neat. Okay, now. And on this one, I'm going to do stickles. I'm going to do green and red stickles. Now, we've already got the red to work. So we are just hoping that the stickles will too. I don't know about you, but those little polka dots right there are calling my name. So I'm going to do some of them. Not all of them. I hope you guys can see. Come out of there. There you go. And see, some of them will be too big. Some of them will be too small. You know, you just never know. Yeah, it'd be real easy to mess these up if you don't pay attention to where you're putting them. And like I'm adding some that don't exist as well. See, like that one. Because I want them to be just all over the place. You know, like maybe right there. Not all of these. Let's do one over here. I'll do one there too. I think it's supposed to be like colored snow or lights. I don't know for sure, to be honest. Okay, come down. Yeah. So I think that's good with the red. So now let's go, you know, because you can go crazy with this stuff. At least I can. Let me find the green. I'll have to try this one. I haven't tried it because sometimes they will have air in them. Oh, nope, that one's coming right out too. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to do some green ones. And I will tell you, with my glasses, I'm having a hard time seeing where I'm putting these. So, if they don't end up on a green spot, so be it. Right? As long as they end up somewhere. Yeah, some of them are brown, some of them are, who knows, you know? So I'm just kind of, I know by going in between, you end up getting, that's a big one. Whew, sorry about that. I did not mean for that one to be that big. Now, I've decided I'm not going to stitch around this, obviously, because, I mean, well, hello. There's a lot of little dots on here. And I have to be careful not to get it on just anything, right? So I'm trying to figure out if it needs more, because my eyes are playing with me and I can't tell what is got green on it and what doesn't, that needs to. If you get too close to the inside of the tree, it kind of looks like it blends. So I'm not going to do any more on that part. All right, so I will do, I might do a grommet on that one. I don't know. And when it dries, I may do a label that says Merry Christmas. So there you go. Just had fun with stickles. Haven't done that in a long, long time. I tell you though, I think the star needs something. Yeah, I'm pushing my luck here. Hopefully I have some gold in here that actually works. That's clear, but clear will work. But here's some gold. Well, it's not really gold. Maybe it's gold. I don't know. Let me try it and see if it works. You know how you buy them and then they sit on your shelf and you don't use them but once or twice every other year or something? Yep, it's working. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to try to stickle around. Just by dragging it like that. Maybe not. Come on out of there. Well, what I had planned may not work. Let me just draw it with the tip. It's not the neatest thing. I'm surprised I haven't put my hand in it yet. Now this is what I call fun. Doing something you don't do all the time. This will take forever and a day. Now it's all stopped up. You know how that goes too. See, I'm trying to fill them in a little bit on the sides there. Gets plugged up real easy, doesn't it? There we go. I'm just going to stop right there while I'm ahead of the game, if you want to call it that. So, anyway, I won this little package, this little case. I won it at my convention that I go to, the KISS retreat that I go to every year. You should look it up and see if there's one close to you. Okay. Maybe we could meet. There we go. Now that has to dry. So let me see what our time is looking like. Okay, we could probably do 2 more. Oh, this is the Santa. We already finished him. So he goes on another stack. That one's finished. That one's finished. This is what we've got to finish. These 2. Now this one will not take a lot. Except it says Happy Holidays already. It's already got glitter on it, but it will probably need to be stuck, or stitched, I mean. Or you can add anything else you want to it. But these are fun. I mean, I want to just sit here and do them all day. Instead, I did a second video for you guys to see during my next break between books. So when I finish the Cardinal book, I think I'm going to do the Nutcracker. The little golden book, the Nutcracker. I'm going to kind of switch it up this year and do some different ones. I mean, I could do the same old thing, but you guys have seen those, right? Okay, so here we go. We're going to put them on here. And there it goes. Cute, cute. You don't even have to be an artist to do this. These are so simple. And they're really a no-brainer. No thought has to go, too much thought doesn't have to go into them. This one feels more like paper. It doesn't have that shiny coat on it, which makes me think I want to draw around it. So what we're going to do with this one is just outline. Let me get this lid back on. Ugh, it's not going to go back on my Fabri-Tac. I left it off too long. Was not thinking. It's not my Fabri-Tac, it's my glitter glue. I said the wrong thing. Oh, there it goes. It's trying to open up. There it is. Maybe it'll be ready to use in a bit. Okay, so I want to get my red. No, I want to get my green. I think I have a green. Oh, you know what? I don't have a green. Well, shucks. Shucks, shucks. Okay, so we're going to use red. Not like it doesn't have a bunch of red already, right? So I'm just going to outline this tag. And just make it stand out a little more. Yeah. And so we're going to do a faux stitch also around it. Because it has glitter, I can't put it in my, into my sewing machine. Or I don't want to. I'll put it that way. I'm not a lover of glitter. It gets everywhere. It makes me crazy. Now, I wouldn't let it keep me from using it, though. Absolutely not. So, I hope you guys have been having fun making the tags. I've been like I have felt like a little girl at my table doing arts and crafts. So don't ever throw away your cards. Save them. There's some kind of artwork you can do somewhere. Okay? All right. So, here you go. I will put a grommet in this later. Okay, so that one worked out nicely. Now we have one more. We're going to do him really quickly. Old Santa Claus. And this time it's Santa eating cookies and drinking milk. So we know what time it is when that happens, right? Let's see. Hopefully, my daughter and her husband and kids can come on Friday, and they're going to stay for 2 or 3 days, maybe. He is the one that is making my farmhouse table. I'm excited. Yeah. Okay. Now let's match those up. This is the easiest to do it, is this way. And let me wipe this off, make sure I haven't gotten any on there. Okay, so I'm going to squeeze it down a little bit. Let's just rub it together. No glue seepage. What do you know? Okay, so we will do a grommet on him as well. And we want to do a Christmas greeting. I wish we could do joy. It's just too big. Ooh. You can still see the little bear. I love this joy. Let me see what else I have. I also have Mary, which is too big. I'm looking. I also have a red Merry Christmas, which, let's face it, that's what we need, right? Now let me get a piece of red again to cut out for my sentiment. Hopefully that's the right size. We'll see. I just kind of guessed. Well, it's not bad. Pretty close. And then we'll just trim off that little excess. And put a little bit of ink on there. Glue it together. Okay, put it on my little tag. Got that one in, it suddenly looks too big. That's weird. Okay, and now we'll glue it down. Okay. There we go. We'll ink around this one with some more red. And then see how much time we have. And then we can do some grommets if we have any time left. I have had so much fun. Go home and try. Go home. Go to your craft room and try this. Or go buy some. Buy a random set. Maybe there's some that have mixed styles. And you can, you know, get what you like. All right, there's that one. Let me set this ink out of the way. These are all of the ones we did today. Tell me in the comments which one's your favorite. Oh, it's hard to say, isn't it? I really do like the car one. Here's another Santa. And here is the tree. So by me cutting them ahead of time, we got an extra one out of the deal. And so we are at 55 minutes or 54 something. So I think we need to go ahead and get off. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope you'll do so. And thank you to all my diehard peeps out there. I appreciate you all. And welcome to any new subscribers. If you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. It lets YouTube know what I'm up to. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.